It's a new year and we're off to a flying start in the ecchi and harem camp, also romance which is fresh. This season, we have a quite delectable selection from the mindless fun of Akiba's strip to the dark romance of Kuzu no Honkai, and even the nice and pretty middle ground of Masamune-kun no Revenge, which is hard to dislike. With so much variety, we're pretty hyped about winter 2017, and we hope you are too. Welcome to Movies Out Now, and here's top 8 best upcoming ecchi harem anime for winter 2017. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button for more great videos daily. Number 8. Rewrite Second Season. The sequel to Rewrite, which aired during the summer 2016 season, while the first season took inspiration from numerous roots in the original visual novel, this second season will focus on the Moon and Terra roots. The first season starts off with Kotaro Tennoji, a seemingly normal high school boy with an unusual ability which allows him to rewrite parts of his body. With a body as strange as his own, Kotaro has developed an interest in the supernatural, which leads to him joining his school's occult research club after some odd occurrences involving its president. Along with several other cute girls who join, Kotaro begins digging deeper into the mysteries of the world that they inhabit, and quickly realizes that he is not the only supernatural thing or person about. While the original visual novel by Kei earned a high amount of praise and attained excellent sales, Rewrite's first season did not fare quite as well, sadly. But don't let that put you off, as this second season looks to turn things around by focusing on some of the best content from the novel itself. Number 7. Akiba Strip the Animation. If you've heard of or seen the game, then you know exactly what to expect from this show. Set in Tokyo's anime heaven, Akihabara, the story starts when the city begins getting attacked by monsters, known as synthisters, who prey on the inhabitants of the area. The only way to stop them? Strip them and let the sunlight do its work, purifying them. After saving a strange girl who was fighting the synthisters, Tamotsu Denki guy has managed to get himself caught up in the ongoing battle. Though thankfully stripping people of their clothes appears to be a talent of his, how can we justify stripping girls in broad daylight? The anime, a fan service onslaught, Akiba Strip is where you should be coming this season for your lingerie ties rather than basically anything else ecchi. Keeping the tone fairly light, along with the fan service, you can expect a lot of laughs from Akiba Strip, as well as some quite cool fight scenes and colorful, wacky art. This is a series for any fans of the original games, as well as anyone who wants something fun, entertaining, and easy to watch. Number 6. Seiren. Concerned about his future and the thought of no longer being a student, romance is the last thing on Shoichi Kamita's mind, even if he is slightly perverse. Trying to get his act together, he goes on a study camp with his friend, but for some reason, he can't get one of his female classmates off his mind. Following an omnibus format, Seiren follows protagonist Shoichi Kamita's high school romances with 3 different girls, with each girl having 4 episodes dedicated to them. An indirect sequel to Agami SS with a whole new cast and story, there's no need to watch the other series beforehand. But fans of the previous series should feel right at home with Seiren. In particular, you might notice that the art looks familiar, as illustrator Shoichi Kamita, who worked on the previous seasons, is back for this original story. A school-themed romance with a bit of comedy, ecchi, and slice of life on the side. If you like any of the above, then we recommend checking it out. Of course, there's also the beautiful girls. Number 5. Chaos Child. It's been 6 years since the disaster known as the Shibuya earthquake occurred, leaving the area in ruin, with many questions regarding its origin left unanswered. However, with incredible speed, The Shibuya district has been rebuilt and is once again a bustling city, with past events quickly forgotten. But now, the bizarre murders that precluded the disaster 60 years ago are happening once again, as if the past is repeating itself. Taking an interest in the cases, Takeru Miyashiro, along with his school's newspaper club, have begun looking into the murders. But will they like what they find? A sequel to Chaos Head, Chaos Child's first episode aired alongside Episode 0, a recap of Chaos Head's story. So you don't need to watch the whole season to get the gist of Chaos Child's plot. This series looks to be an interesting combination of mystery, thriller, and a harem, which at the very least makes you want to see how it turns out. Come for the cute girls, stay for the story. Chaos Child's visual novel is created by 5BB, the same company behind the aforementioned Chaos Child, as well as Robotics Notes and the famed Steins Gate, meaning you can look forward to a deep and bizarre plot. Number 4. Masamune-kun no Revenge. Harboring a grudge since he was a child, Masamune Makabe has always wanted to get revenge on Aki Adagaki for rejecting him and naming the then chubby boy Piggy. Now attending the same high school as Aki, Masamune is a changed man, one of the kindest and most good-looking boys at school, if a little arrogant. With a different name and such a different appearance, even Aki doesn't recognize him, making this the perfect opportunity to exact his revenge plan, make her fall in love with him, and then break up with her. Only with her being known as the cruel princess of the school, it could be a little harder than expected. Although the premise of the series may seem cruel and dark, Masamune-kun no Revenge looks to be a reasonably light-hearted series, switching from romance and drama to comedy and cute girls fairly regularly. Starting as a romance between Aki and Masamune, several other sweethearts are quick to join the fray, making this probably the prettiest harem series of the season, with plenty of best girl choice for viewers, as well as a sprinkle of fan service. Number 3. Super Lovers 2. The second season of Spring 2016's Super Lovers, you may want to watch the first season before walking into this one. The original story revolves around Haru Kaido, a guy who has been called to his mother's side when she was apparently dying, and Ren Kaido, Haru's new adoptive brother who is slightly out of control. Spending the summer getting Ren's animalistic side under control, it may have all been for naught after Haru gets into an accident and loses his memories of their time together. But 5 years later, the pair are united again in Tokyo, and they do appear to be a little closer than brothers would normally be. Back for more yaoi fun times, Super Lovers 2 promises more drama, comedy, and most important to the viewers, boys love. So BL lovers, this should be your top priority for winter 2017. Number 2. Fuka. After just recently moving back with his mom and sister, Yu Haruna is new in town, and additionally has a perhaps unhealthy obsession with Twitter. While walking and tweeting one day, a girl named Fuka Akitsuki smashes into him, and the very next second accuses him of taking upskirts of her when she fell over and promptly smashes his phone. Fortunately, the two meet afterwards at school and Fuka turns out to be a surprisingly lovely and energetic girl, and so starts an unusual relationship between the two. Although an old idol friend of Yu's has just sent him a direct message, so that could certainly lead to some complications. With the genres of this series spanning romance, ecchi, and music, we're certainly eager to see where Fuka is going. Mostly because music anime isn't something we see much of, if you count out idol series, making Fuka a refreshing addition to the winter lineup. Although starting off as quirky and energetic as Fuka herself, with one male protagonist and two lead heroines, there's drama on the horizon. So if you do plan on watching this, prepare your heart now. Number 1. Kuzu no Honkai, Scum's Wish. Unrequited love, while sometimes considered a thing of beauty, is also tragic. Mugi Awaya and Hanabi Yasuraoka both know all too well the pain of it, as they fawn after two who are close to them but are somehow just out of reach. Each are in love with one of the teachers at their school, but unable to be with those people. Using each other as substitutes, their cold relationship allows them to play out the fantasies of being with the one they desire the most, while in truth, neither one feeling anything for the other. But such relationship can surely not carry on unimpeded. So this is quite a dark premise, isn't it? A couple using each other to state their physical desires. We can't imagine how this could possibly go wrong. From both the preview and the first episode, there's one thing Kuzu no Honkai appears to be doing well, and that's the atmosphere. Tell us now your opinion in the comment below, and don't forget to subscribe.